So yeah, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today I got you guys a video going over the worst guns in every single Call of Duty from CoD 4 up until now with Modern Warfare 2. So Call of Duty has had a lot of weapons, some of them being amazing, fan favorite, iconic ones, and the exact opposite with that, there's been so many bad, terrible guns that everyone seems to hate universally. So comment down below, what are some of the worst guns in every Call of Duty, guys? You can make your own list with each individual COD, naming the worst gun in said COD. I'm curious as to know about your opinion with that in the comment section, and if you guys want the polar opposite of this, where I go over the best guns in every Call of Duty, then definitely let me know in the comments and leave a like. And also, I'll feature your comments if you comment down below the best guns in said COD, just so I could be more interactive with you guys, so you can have a chance to be in the video possibly. If you like my type of content where I show off and play the older Call of Duty games, I have an entire playlist dedicated just to that with every Call of Duty. I've done so many insane crazy videos, such as getting every Killstreak in every Call of Duty, getting a NUKE in every Call of Duty, and much more. So yeah, enjoy the video. Starting the video off with Call of Duty 4, the worst guns in this game are the MP44 as well with the Uzi. So the Uzi here just has uncontrollable recoil, dude. It just bounces everywhere, and it's so hard to maintain because it has such a high fire rate. It's simply not worth to use because there's better SMGs in the game that are easier to use and that are more consistent than the Uzi. As for the MP44, same story. The recoil pattern is absolutely trash, and it's basically the AK-47 but worse. That's what this gun is. It has pretty much the same damage output as the AK, but this gun just has more recoil. That's like the only difference. So why use this when you could just use the AK-47, which has less recoil? So these two guns are just so useless in my opinion, and pretty terrible. Let's go on to World at War now. Since it's the holidays and I recently hit 400,000 subscribers, I thought it would be a great time to give back to you guys. So I'm giving away 3 copies of Modern Warfare 2, 1 copy in the comments of this tweet, and 2 copies in my chat when I'm live over on Twitch. I'll leave the tweet down below in the description just so you can enter in the giveaway, and as a bonus, I'll give away some COD points to someone in the comments of one of my videos that's going to be uploaded from now until the 23rd. So make sure you guys subscribe just so you don't miss out on the videos, and good luck, and I really appreciate all your support. Over here in World at War, I couldn't find the match sadly, so this is just private match footage, but all of the bolt action snipers are terrible without stopping power. They are always a 2-shot kill. Isn't that insane? You'll get a hit marker no matter what, except if you get a headshot, obviously it's a 1-shot, but if you just aim normally at someone, hit their body, it's gonna always be a 2-shot kill without stopping power. That is just so horrendous, man. And look how slow all these bolt actions are. So by the time you try to hit the second shot, you're gonna die. So these bolt actions are trash in this game without stopping power. I hate them so much. But let's go to MW2. The worst gun in MW2 is the F2000 for sure. Some people love this gun though. Some people think it's not that bad, but let me tell you, look at the recoil. The recoil right here in specific was so difficult to maintain, trying to kill these guys from a distance, and it's not even a far distance as well. This gun just kicks all over the place so much, and I hate it, dude. In a game filled with lots of no recoil guns that melt you, this is a gun that you don't want to use, since there's way better weapons that you can do better with pretty much. So that's what I think personally, and that's going to be the F2000 and MW2. The worst weapons in Black Ops 1 are the Dragunov Sniper as well with the Uzi SMG. This gun has too much recoil and also a lot of idle sway that you have to deal with when scoping down. It's so difficult and annoying to use this weapon. No matter how hard you try with it, you'll never do good at all. I just got lucky in this gameplay right here. I was managing to kill these guys somehow, and I don't know how, but this never happens. I've never gotten this many kills without dying with the Dragunov before. And the Uzi, on the other hand, the iron sets are terrible, as well with the recoil pattern too. It goes all over the place, you never know where it's gonna kick, and the other SMGs are just way better. Even the underused ones, such as the Kiparis and the Spectre, no one uses those guns, but they are way better than the Uzi will ever be. So that's just what I think the worst weapons are in Black Ops 1. In Modern Warfare 3, the worst guns in this game are the Desert Eagle as well with the PM9. So the Desert Eagle was such a disappointment because The other deagles that were in MW2 as well as Call of Duty 4, they were really good. However, this one, they just decided to make abysmal. It has more recoil than both of the other previous deagles, and it just doesn't feel like a deagle. It doesn't feel all too good in my opinion. I just don't like the way it feels. And same with the PM9 here. Like, this gun can be good. It can be pretty fun to use. It's mainly one of those guns that you want to hip fire with only. But I figure that it's just kind of useless in the game where you can use the PP90 M1 and hip fire with that one instead, and of course use the MP7. They are just way better than the PM9, so that's just what I think. Next up at Black Ops 2, we do have the Executioner here. This gun just gets too many hit markers, and it requires you to play the map in such a way where you have to put in so much effort just to get one simple kill. That's what I hate about this weapon here. And no matter how hard you try, you end up getting a lot of hit markers on the one enemy you put in the most effort to kill, and you'll just end up dying. That always happens to me with this gun here, and sometimes it can be fun, but it just is not worth to use when you could use other pistols that do way better than the Executioner. So that's just going to be it for Black Ops 2. Let's go on to Call of Duty Ghosts. The worst guns in Call of Duty Ghosts are the MP443 Glock pistol as well as the PDW pistol. So for whatever reason, I managed to actually do pretty good with this pistol right here in this huge map Prison Break. And this normally doesn't happen, trust me, you know. But the only redeeming factor of this gun is the fact that you can shoot it very freaking fast. I like that about the pistol, but in a game with so many weapons that melt you and delete you so fast, it's just not worth to use. And same with this PDW here. The hit markers you get with this is absurd. The range is so trash on this PDW, man. I hate this gun so much. It's so difficult to run around with and use, not gonna lie, because for one, the range and damage is trash, and the fire rate is pretty horrendous too. So that's it with Call of Duty Ghosts. Next up with Advanced Warfare, the worst weapons are the crossbow as well as the MP443 Glock once more again. So I somehow was managing to hit my shots with the crossbow, which never happens. Trust me, when you go try to play Advanced Warfare and you use this weapon, this will never happen at all. It is so difficult to even hit one shot with the crossbow. I don't know why. I think it's probably the travel time with it. It's so slow and disgusting. I despise the crossbow from AW. And this pistol, it's actually different compared to the one in Call of Duty Ghosts. It's a 2-round burst pistol. Yeah, a 2-round burst pistol. The only time this can be fun and kind of viable is when you put a Kimbo on it. Aside from that, when you're going up against overpowered guns like the Insanity, the Obsidian Steed, and the Speakeasy and more, this gun is useless. There's no way you're outgunning an overpowered gun with this. Over in Black Ops 3, the worst gun is definitely the Dragoon Sniper here. Out of all the snipers in the game, this is pretty much useless. It didn't even need to be added into Black Ops 3 because it has no use in the balance of the game with the snipers. Every other sniper does better, so why would you want to use this sniper when there's the Locust, there's the SVG, and even the freaking P06 I'd rather use than this Dragoon. It's so slow, and the auto sway is annoying to deal with, and just the way the gun feels is annoying as a whole, and you get hit markers after hit markers. But somehow in this gameplay I got lucky and I was managing to get some kills, which is a rare sight to see with the Dragoon. So that's going to be it for this gun in Black Ops 3. Next up with Infinite Warfare, we do have two weapons, and they're both launchers. This is called the Howitzer, and the Howitzer is terrible. You have no idea how frustrating this weapon is to use, dude. Oh my gosh, when I was going for a gold camo on this, it was the worst experience out of any weapon that I've ever used in Call of Duty. I'm not even joking. I'm not even over exaggerating that. I've never used a more trash weapon in my entire life to go for camos compared to the freaking Howitzer. But the next gun that we have is the Venom X launcher. It's one of those goofy guns that it's not practical. Sometimes it can be kind of fun to use, but it's just so frustrating because of how it is as a whole, you know. And going back to the Howitzer, it's like, dude, how could you make a launcher so trash in COD? I mean, I'm glad that the grenade launcher sucks because we don't want OP grenade launchers again, but damn. Over in Call of Duty World War II, the two worst guns in this game are the Stinger light machine gun as well as the sawed-off shotgun. So the Stinger is one of those LMGs that shoots incredibly slow but has crazy damage. This can literally two-shot across the entire map. Yeah, sounds good on paper, but the fire rate, the mobility of this gun is horrendous, and it's so difficult to use if you are a rusher or if you just simply like to kind of, you know, move around. You have to play a certain way with that Stinger, and I don't like camping with it. So I guess maybe it's a good overpowered gun for campers, but for me, nah, I just hate slow guns in general. But the sawed-off shotgun was worse when the game first came out. I'm sure if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. It's manageable now, but it's one of those shotguns that I feel like it's so useless in the grand scheme of things because you have the combat shotgun that's way better. So why put yourself into suffering using this when there's the better, you know, shotgun in the game? Over in Black Ops 4, we do have the SDM. This SDM, yeah, it's a consistent two-shot kill for a sniper. It's just not worth to use though. It's not worth to use since it shoots so slow, and the aiming on it, for me at least, feels really awkward and bad. Even with the iron sight, when you put iron sights on it, dude, it just feels terrible. It's like you've unlocked an entirely new gun, and it's worse than the gun with the sniper scope. It's crazy. And then same with the double cross right here, which was formerly known as the Echo Hawk. That was the name of the gun before they changed it. I don't know why they changed it. It's a DLC assault rifle, and compared to all the other ARs in the game, bruh, I don't know why you would want to use this for when the ICR is better, the Rampart is better, the Galil. There's so many better assault rifles than this double cross. It's just useless and so annoying to use as well. So that's gonna be it for Black Ops 4. Over here in Modern Warfare, we got the MG34 light machine gun. Let me just say, this gun was so difficult to use for me, man. Part of the reason why it could be terrible is, yeah, maybe it's me being trash with it. Maybe it's me being a bot with this gun. But I swear to you, every time I try my best to use the gun and put in effort, it never works. And with this Striker 45 here, I feel like this is an underwhelming SMG. Comparing this to the other amazing SMGs in the game, it's just useless. Why would you want to use this over the CX-9? Why would you want to use this over the MP7 and over the MP5? There's no point to. I don't see any point where this gun shines compared to those. Next up with Cold War, here is the Lapa. This has no redeeming factor to the gun at all whatsoever. I just don't think this gun should be in the game. It's so useless in my opinion. Like, sometimes it can feel kind of cool to use, but it's just not a good gun at all in the grand scheme of things. With all of the other weapons here in Cold War, I figured that this gun, if it didn't exist, no one would care. No one would care at all whatsoever. Next up with Vanguard, the two worst guns are going to be the Sten as well as the SVT. So with this Sten here, I don't know why, but I was actually going off with it. You know, maybe because it's not that terrible of a weapon, right? But thing is, it just still doesn't feel like a good SMG to me. I feel like the other SMGs do way better and are just way better as a whole. So the Sten is just a pretty mediocre gun, I'd say. But in terms of being terrible and beyond no fixing, yeah, this SVT is the definition of that, dude. Holy crap, this gun's recoil, the fire rate, the way it feels, nah, man. I hated this gun so much for camo challenges. It's always a struggle to even land a freaking shot with this gun. Finally, with Modern Warfare 2, I say the worst weapons in this game are the M16 and the STB-556, which is the SMG version of the AUG. And the M16, even though it did get buffed and it's a little bit better, I still don't think it's all that good compared to the other assault rifles and just the other guns in the game. Yeah, it's gotten more consistent since the beginning of the game and even the beta, but I feel like it's still not powerful at all whatsoever. And with the STB-556, the AUG SMG, in my opinion, this is just such a useless weapon, man. There is the AUG assault rifle and then the AUG light machine gun. Those are way better than the SMG version. The SMG version has less range, less damage. It also does have less ammo too in the magazine. So what's the point of using this AUG where you can kind of do better with the other AUGs compared to this one? So yeah, that's gonna wrap up what I think are the worst guns in MW2, and just as a whole, the worst guns in every Call of Duty from COD 4 up until now with MW2. So let me know your thoughts down below about my entire list here. Is it right? Is it not right? Are there some guns that you don't agree with? But hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.